Hey there, tax-savvy investors. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful tools you might not even know you have, using rental losses to offset your W-2 taxes. I know it sounds like some kind of wizardry, but trust me, it's totally real. Imagine paying less in taxes. What could be better than that, right? So, if you're looking to keep more of your hard-earned money and avoid getting hit with big tax bills at the end of the year, stick around. Make sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends who are also looking for ways to reduce their taxes. You know they'll appreciate it. Alright, let's start with the basics. You might be wondering, can I actually use my rental losses to reduce my W-2 taxes? The answer is yes, but only if you know the right strategies. First, let's quickly recap what rental losses are. When you own a rental property, you can deduct certain expenses. Things like mortgage interest, property taxes, repairs, and depreciation, which may result in a rental loss if your expenses exceed your rental income. This means you're running at a loss, which is actually a good thing when it comes to taxes. Now you might be thinking, wait, loss equals good. Yep, you heard me right. But we need to know the right way to use that loss to offset your W-2 income. That's the tricky part. Here's where things get a little more interesting. The IRS treats rental income and rental losses as passive income losses. Now, what does that mean? Well, if you're an investor, you probably already know this. But for those new to the world of rental property, passive income is any income generated from business activities in which you're not materially involved. That's what rental income falls under. Even though your rental property could be losing money, that loss is considered passive and can offset your other passive income. But here's the catch. The IRS typically doesn't let you use passive losses to offset your W-2 income unless you qualify under certain conditions. Imagine trying to sneak a pizza into the movie theater. There are rules, but sometimes with the right strategy, you can pull it off. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about. How to sneak those rental losses right in there to lower your tax bill. So, how do we turn this into a tax-saving strategy? The secret lies in the active participation rule. If you actively participate in managing your rental properties, you may be able to deduct up to $25,000 in passive losses, even against your W-2 income. Here's the best part. Active participation doesn't mean you have to be on the property every day fixing leaky faucets. It simply means that you're involved in the decisions, like deciding on repairs, setting the rent, and even selecting tenants. In other words, you don't have to be a full-time property manager. You just need to be actively involved in your property's management. It's like being a team captain. You don't need to be playing every game, but you sure as heck better be making the big decisions and leading the charge. If you meet these requirements, then you qualify for the $25,000 loss deduction. So if your rental losses total, say $10,000, you can use that to offset $10,000 of your W-2 income, lowering your taxable income and reducing your overall tax bill. Now there is a little more to this, and it's important to understand who qualifies. The $25,000 deduction starts to phase out once your modified adjusted gross income, MAGI, exceeds $100,000. If your MAGI is between $100,000 and $150,000, the deduction reduces by 50 cents for every dollar above $100,000. So, if you're making $120,000 a year, you might be eligible for $12,500 of rental losses to offset your W-2 income. But if you're above $150,000, you're out of luck when it comes to the $25,000 deduction. Make sure you know your MAGI and double-check your eligibility before jumping into these deductions. No one likes to be surprised when tax time comes around. So, what if you're a high earner and that $100,000 phase out is a deal breaker? Well, there's another trick you can use: becoming a real estate professional. This status is like getting a VIP pass to tax deductions, but it requires a bit more commitment. To qualify as a real estate professional, you need to spend more than 750 hours a year in real estate activities and ensure that real estate is your primary occupation. This is a big step, but if you're a passionate investor, this could open the door to unlimited passive losses that can offset all of your W-2 income. Becoming a real estate professional is no small feat, but if you do it right, It can have massive tax benefits. It's perfect for those who actively invest and want to go all in on real estate. Now, let's say you don't qualify for the $25,000 deduction and you don't want to become a real estate professional. Are you out of luck? Absolutely not. There are still ways you can use rental losses to lower your tax bill. One option is to group your properties together. By grouping multiple properties into one entity or investment, you can aggregate your rental losses and offset even more income. Just make sure to talk to a tax advisor before making this move. Another option is depreciation. Even if your rental properties are producing positive cash flow, you can still claim depreciation deductions to create a loss. This can significantly offset your taxable income, so even if you're making money from rent, depreciation can keep your tax liability low. So what's the best strategy for using rental losses to offset your W-2 income? The key is to be actively involved in your properties, whether that's managing them yourself or ensuring you hit the 750 hours required to qualify as a real estate professional. But even if you don't meet those thresholds, you can still leverage depreciation and grouping to lower your taxes. It's all about making your real estate work for you. And trust me, rental losses are your secret weapon for saving big bucks on taxes. If you enjoyed this video and feel ready to put your rental losses to work, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with your friends. The more you know about tax strategies, the more you'll be able to save. And who doesn't want that? Drop a comment below with any questions you have, and I'll make sure to answer them in future videos. Don't let taxes eat up your profits. Take control of your financial future today.